So if you're doing off-camera flash, no matter you're shooting portrait or product, no matter you're shooting the studio or outdoor, you might get annoyed for one little task, which is adjusting the light position. Just imagine you're shooting the studio and you found the light position is not ideal. You had to make adjustment and then put your camera somewhere, walk to the light stand, and make adjustment, and come back and then do the test again. Hopefully the position is right. If it's not, you had to do it again. This is actually more of a problem when your light is like raised really high up. Then normally if you want to tilt the light up and down, you have to lower the light, adjust it, and then raise back up. It's actually quite a bit of work. Yeah. You might think of it as such a common problem. There should be someone come up with the idea to solve this a long time ago, but actually that's not the case. Like for decades, photographers have to, dealing with this manually is quite annoying. Until recently, there's a new product I released, which is Falcam Lightgo, which is basically a motored strobe light or video light mounting bracket, which is allow you to remotely control the light position without even touching the light stand. Let's see how this thing works. So there are two ways to control this thing. First is a wired controller, which is controlled to this module through a USB-C cable. Here's the controller. And the controller is super easy. So basically, it's almost like a video game controller. So this like up and down, left and right, basically control the tilting and panning. So you move like this, up and down. And then you can pan the light to left or right. It also comes with 4 buttons. You can see here is A, B, C, D. Basically what these 4 buttons do is allow you, this controller to memorize 4 different lighting positions. Let's say you have your favorite lighting set up and then you want to save as a different positions. You can quickly switch through them. So all you need to do is you adjust your light to a position. You just hold the A button until you see the control module have a quick flash. And then you move to a different position, maybe up a little bit. And then you hold the B position, and then now the B position is saved. Now I can switch between A and B by press the A, and then it back to the original A position, and then switch to B. And you can see it back to the B position. So if I switch the A, you can see the light go to the original A location, which is where I just set it before, and then I can always switch back to B and press the B button. So there are 4 different positions, A, B, C, D, which allow you to switch between them. So this controller only works with this light because it had to be connected physically through a USB-C cable to this motor mounting bracket. But actually, this system was designed which allow you to use a remote control to control multiple units. It's very common for photographers shooting with multiple lights. Like some people have 3 light setup, 4 light setup. It might be quite common that sometimes you need to adjust the position of all 3 different lights. Like for me, based on my experience, the key light and the kicker light, normally I need to adjust the lighting position. Depends on I shoot portrait, depends on if my subject is standing or sitting, or I need to adjust the lighting position. And sometimes if I change the light modifier, the light position need to be adjusted as well. So in order to use the remote control multiple mounting bracket, this is a motorized mounting bracket, you need to use a different controller, which is a wireless control, which I'm going to show you. So this is a wireless controller. This wireless controller allows you to control multiple modules through the same controller. So how you control them is by using this called ID number. So basically, all you need to do is you need to make sure all the lights is in the same channel. That's what I recommend. And then within the same channel, you assign different ID to each light. And then if you purchase the unit, actually gave you stickers with the numbers of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can just put a sticker on different modules so you know which one to control. But you can see on this control module, there's on this motor, there's no button, nothing there. Nothing for allow you to assign an ID number to the thing. So in order to do that, what you need to do is you need to connect this remote controller to the module, use a USB-C cable. You only need to do this once, and then you can assign the ID number for it. Let me show you how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this button, which is the menu button. After I press the menu button, and there's many things allow you to change. First, you got to do is you got to change the language, and then you can see there's 4 buttons up and down, and exit to the previous venue and the confirm. So you're just going to press this button to confirm it, and then you switch to the language. Hang on, give me 1 sec here. Okay, we switch to English, and then we go back. And now we're gonna do, you can see there's the menu number 2 is called the pair. So what you're gonna do is you click on pair, and then in the pair, you can adjust the ID number. So now I assign this as ID number 1, and then I'll leave it at the channel 0. So then I confirm this. Now by doing this, I assign ID number to this particular motor. So then after I disconnect this through the USB-C cable, and now I'm controlling this motor wirelessly. So what I'm gonna do is, like, once I go to the main menu, you can see there's an ID number showing here. This ID number here is showing ID number 03. So because I assigned it to number 1, you can see now I try to control it, it's not gonna work. But if I rotate this thing, I change it to number 1, now I can control this thing. So this is how you control multiple different lights. So like if you have another 2 or 3, there's a motor mounting bracket, and then you can just assign different ID number to it, and then that's allow you to adjust the position of different lights when you have a multiple light setup. So this is pretty awesome. So we talk about how this thing works, how we control it. Oh, by the way, you can still control the position of this using the wireless remote control as well, because you can see at the side of this remote, you can see the A, B, C, D right here. The same thing, just allow you to assign the position of the light and the save to 4 different positions, and it's based on different ID. All right, okay, so we see how this thing works, how we control the thing, and now let's see what's the option to power it. This one doesn't have a battery to it, but they give you many options to power the thing. Like you can use a USB-C charger, check the manual as long as 45 watts or higher. So you can just like plug in the USB-C cable directly to the USB-C charger and then allow you to power it. That's one way. The other way, which is the way I prefer, I just use the V-mount battery. I just attach the V-mount battery to the light stand and then just use the USB-C cable come within this this unit, and then connect the motor to the V-mount battery. So that way I don't have to rely on any, like have to make sure I have to plug it to an outlet or something, so I can move my light stand anywhere. V-mount battery is definitely a better choice. Okay, so that's the way you can power the thing. And then let's take a look at some other things. This particular module, I think it weighs 1.7 kilograms. It supports to up to 6 kilograms. So your light and light modifier together cannot be over 6 kilograms. I checked their official website. They're saying actually they did some tests, like they can even support up to 10 kilograms. But the thing is, there are many different lighting setups. Sometimes the balancing could be off, so just to be safe, and they recommend not exceed 6 kilograms. And then I check the lights I normally use. I use a 1000 watt strobe light, which is 3.4 kilograms. And then the speed ring is 1 kilogram. My softbox is 3 kilograms. So I'm just a little bit over their maximum power, but that's pretty much the biggest lighting setup I'm gonna use. And I'm using 1000 watt light. But sometimes if you're using like a 500 watt second light, the weight will be definitely easier. Like if you're using a 500 watt second light plus like a 4-foot octa box, this thing can totally handle the whole setup. I believe like if you even use the bigger setup, it can still handle it, but it's kind of pushing it to the limit, because I always a little bit hesitate to go over what the manufacturer recommend. And in terms of mounting, so far they only provide one option, which is the Bowen mount. It's a very popular mount. Like if you're shooting with Godox, and then you're totally fine. But there are many other photographers using different brands, and there's some photographers using Profoto, and there are people using Island Chrome or brown color. And I think in the future they probably will come with a different version that allow you to mount different type of light to it. This mounting bracket right here, actually, this particular unit right here, you can disconnect it. You can just like lose these 2 bolts and then take this thing out. And then I think in the future probably they will release some more mounting bracket, and then you just slide a different one over there, which allow you to use a Profoto or brown color light. And so that's the way that how they mount the light. So basically you mount the modifier in the front and you mount the light at the back, and then they put keep the 2 things together. In terms of the build quality and the housing of the motor is made of plastic. I think the reason it's like high quality plastic. I think the reason is like they're trying to keep the weight as low as possible, and they still have enough durability and handle as much weight as possible. And this like I don't know how to call this, like this bracket thing, and this controlling arm and this mounting bracket is all made of metal, and it's pretty good build quality. It seems like this thing gonna last a very long time. It also have like the 1/4-inch mounting hole in there. Like if you have like a magic arm or something, you can mount something over here. I think probably the way they design it is like they expect you to put a V-mount battery or something over there. But for me, in order to balance the weight better, I just use a clamp to climb on the light stand and attach the V-mount battery to the light stand. That way, just like distribute the light more even. Okay, so what do I think about this thing? Actually, I think this is a really good product. It really solved the problem that we're having. Like with using this, like with remote control. The remote control is supposed to, the range is supposed to be, can go as far as 30 meters. I never get a chance to test it, but for studio work, like I don't think like anyone will have the luxury of your studio. Like it's you and your light is 30 meters far. So it's definitely more than we need. So with this remote control and the capability allow you to control multiple different light without even, walk to the light stand. You can just quickly adjust the light and then do a test again and see what difference it make on your camera. Just so convenient. You're gonna save your, so much time and just gonna make a photo shoot a lot more enjoyable. The other thing is like, I really like is like it allow you to save the position. I hope in the future they can come up with something actually is like in terms of saving the position, and not just based on each individual light. Actually, it allow you to do like a combination. Is like a one menu save. Actually, allow you to you press a button, it will automatically adjust the key light and kicker light and fuel light to the position of this particular lighting setup. You press another button, all three lights will change again. So this can have some really good potential, and no matter you're doing photo or video. There's some little drawbacks. Like the first thing is, well, of course, I mentioned the mounting bracket is only they only come with ball mount like right now. So for Godox, you're fine. But if you're shooting with Pro Photo or some other light, it's not gonna work for you because you can't mount your light over here. So that's the thing. And hopefully this can be. I think it will be something easily addressed in the future. I just replace this part and then you'll be fine. That's one thing. The second thing is this. The way you mount the light on it, and for some reason the light is not like a perfect line up to the speed ring, so it's kind of tilted in an angle. I looked their website for some strobe. What I did is that they tilt the light upside down and then perfectly line up. Well, for video light, it's not gonna work. This is a video light, so it seems like so far just the way it gotta be. I don't know why it designed it that way. I think one of the reasons might be sometimes there's some light, they have this mounting thing that allows that you connect the light to the light stand is at the bottom. So by tilting it slightly at an angle, it just gives you more range, so you can tilt this light up and down. It gives you more range to allow you the metal part at the bottom hitting the motor. Yeah, so that's the other thing. Maybe they can address the issue by raising this slightly higher, or maybe that will be, just make the, break the balance. I don't know. But I just wish this thing can be, more vertical. It just look better. So the last thing I want to say is about this remote control is there's some people they have trouble turn on the remote control. So basically what you gotta do is you gotta press it, and then you have to press it again to turn it off. And turn it on, you gotta do the same thing. But sometimes people try it doesn't work. So what you gotta do is you press it until you see the battery icon, and then you press it again. And that way you turn it on. So that's the thing. The battery for the remote control. The battery is not like a standard AA battery. So if in the future you have to replace the battery, you have to purchase the special battery. Yeah, so that's just a little thing, but I believe the battery gonna last a very long time. So in general, I think this is a really good product for photographers, no matter what kind of photography you do. As long as you use alpha camera flash, this thing gonna make your life a lot easier. It has some little things. So far, you can only have a ball mount, and then the light is not perfectly lined up. It's a little bit tilted, and then the battery about the remote control, But these are all little things. These things can definitely make our life a lot easier. And the other thing is like we can totally use this on location as well, because as long as you just power this using a V-mount battery, it doesn't matter where you shoot. And so I think this one can have a really big potential. I quite enjoy using it and definitely use this more in my photo shoot. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.